actually do this. Now. Okay. I have a huge delay on my end. My bit rate is ridiculous. Ridiculously bad. So I don't know what's going on today. This might not be a long stream. I don't need this hassle, man. Yeah, my bit rate is really, really bad. I'm drinking ginger ale. It's Halloween. There's Tom Duffy. Getting some writing in on our project today. Happy Halloween. Have fun with the 3 kids maybe you'll get today. Can't celebrate Halloween because the devil worship. Yeah, it's crazy. So I was every year we give out Halloween books and comic books and candy. So we found the box. I bought Halloween books months ago when they were on sale at like thrift books or whatever. But then we found the box and I realized, oh, I only bought like books for teenagers about Halloween because we never have enough of them every year. But I forgot to put in an order for little kids. So I was like, son of a bitch. So I was like, you know what? I'll go tomorrow. I'll just go to Ollie's. So I get up this morning, 40 degrees out, gorgeous. Go to Ollie's. I buy like 20, 25 little kids' books, Halloween books. Then I'm leaving there and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to the little diner. There's a little diner in a little strip mall here. I'm going to get me some French toast. So I do. And then next to me, I'm at a table in the middle and there's a booth and there's an old man and who I don't get a good look at her, I think is his wife. And he is basically going on like Shannon's post about Halloween is the devil's holiday and it's converting all of the kids into devil worshippers, and that's why people aren't going to church anymore, and that's why this is the world is Jacksonville. You might as well call it Sodom and Gomorrah, is what he says at one point. And I wanted to just say, hey, you know, that was 2 different cities. You know, Sodom and Gomorrah, those were 2 different places. So, like if you had said, you know, Jacksonville and Jacksonville Beach are like Sodom and Gomorrah, I'm like, I would have given it to you. There's Nick Zinn, speaking of Sodom and Gomorrah. And so he was going on and on about the wickedness of this world. And he's, when I sat down, I noticed he's probably like in his late 70s. He's going on and on about the wickedness in the world and everything. And then the waitress came over. It's so bad you have to combine city names. Yeah. And the waitress came over and she pours me more coffee, and just kind of shaking her head and smiling, like, because he's not, I don't know if he was deaf, but he's very loud. He's vocal. And then there's this other old woman in the corner, the opposite corner, and she's just watching me and she's just nodding her head. I'm like, oh, here's another one. But in the meantime, I'm wearing my new Iron Maiden Run to the Hills shirt. People are dressed up all spooky. All the waitresses are all wearing, one lady's wearing a Ouija board shirt, other lady's dressed up as a rabbit. I mean, all kinds of crazy cosplay going on in that place. French toast, delicious, by the way. So, on and on. And then the woman gets up and she crosses, and I realized, oh no, yeah, rabbits are evil. I mean, you're talking. I mean, that's the devil's animal. You know, where did, in Egypt, what did he send? The devil sent rabbits. I don't know. The girl gets up and she walks past me, and she's young. She's like in her early 20s, and she's cute. No makeup on. She's wearing like a peasant dress, and it's tightened all the way up to the neck. Her arms, everything's covered. And she just looks like she's ready to cry, and then she goes to the bathroom, and she's in there for a while. I don't know if she was doing a number 2 or a number 3, but then she finally comes back like 10 minutes later. The lady in the corner has just been watching this old man the whole time. And then the girl sits down and she's like, I'm not eating anymore. I'm done. Of course, then I look over and she like didn't even eat like half of her omelet. And he's like, all right. And then of course he pays. And then then they leave. And then my waitress takes care of him at the table. And then she comes over to mine. She gives me some more coffee. And I said, she's like, there's all kinds, right? And I said, very, very much so. I said, he was entertaining. I said, I'll give him that. I said, I said, off the top of my head, I'm going to guess he's a bad tipper. And she said, oh, he didn't even leave a tip. I said, well, I guess that only devil worshippers tip, right? And she started laughing. And then I heard her go in the back and say to whoever in the back, this guy just said, and I'm thinking, you're going on and on and on about God and everything else, but I guess you're not allowed to tip people. I guess I don't know. So there it was. So I had some French toast for breakfast this morning. Delicious. I don't know what we're going to do for dinner tonight because we were going to make pizzas finally. I think we're going to have to wait till tomorrow for that because by the time my wife gets home, then we got to set up the table, and we got to do other set all that up. So I'm sure we'll probably just maybe throw some pizza rolls in or something. That was some good looking French toast, right? Someday if you ever leave the house, Tom, we'll go back over there. It's actually right a few blocks away from where we go to the Chinese buffet. Over on Atlantic. Pretty good. Just like a little hole in the wall diner. I was going to go to IHOP, but the IHOP over there is not that clean. And I was like, let me go over here with all the old people. It was good. Once I get my insurance and my meds, I'm down for some real food. Although, who knows how this insurance is going to pan out with the stupid government shutdown. Bunch of babies, yeah. That should be coming up. Tomorrow's November 1st, right? You should be able to do all that. And you'll feel better. You'll write more. So just lying around whining and crying all the time. Get the hell out of the house. Which will be, I think, which will definitely be nice for you. I think Amanda got a job. They offered her a teaching job full time. So she might even start next week, which means we're not going to get much of Amanda around. I prefer driving and crying. I prefer the band Drive In and Cry In. They have 2 really good songs. I don't know any of their other songs, but I do like those 2 songs. But it was nice this morning. It was, what is it now, actually? 64 degrees right now. That's nice. The UV will be high starting at 2 p.m. Remember that. 2 p.m. Get in the house. Did you see Chobot was wearing the same style pants just every... Yes! I was going to talk about that. Yes, it's the same pants. with the pockets on the side, and literally just a different color is right. I'm like, she either went, because they were there for several days. I watched all 3 episodes. They were either there for several days, and she had 1 pair, or she had like, okay, wardrobe, give me like 7 pairs of these pants. Because at one point, it looked like she had some dirt on the side of them. But then, like, in the next scene, they were clean. Bigfoot Took Her. The 3-part mini series. It dropped this Tuesday or Wednesday. It dropped some night this week. I watched it all yesterday. I liked it. Shelly's like, I'm not watching. I'm like, you know what? It really had nothing to do with Bigfoot. It just had an asshole guy who blamed Bigfoot on this 16-year-old girl being killed, taken. So it really was just like a investigation discovery show with the bonus of Chobot. Pretty good, Nick. You'll like it. You'll watch it. It's like 3 one-hour episodes. And then hopefully they'll make more episodes of something else. She supposedly she had filmed the pilot for something else for them, which they did not take, but they she's still under contract with them, so I'm sure she'll have another show, and I'm sure you know what, people will watch this, and it'll be good. So yeah, I like when she got all hot in the crawl space and had to take off her overshirt. Yes, there's Mr. Frank. Speaking of hot, taking off his overshirt. Yeah, I like that, and showed off her little boobies. Yeah, I watched. I literally put it on yesterday. I was on Twitch yesterday playing Minecraft early. Mr. Frank hung out with me. And then I did YouTube Live. I did some writing. Frank hung out with me, my number 1 fan, until Chad Lusky jumped in over there. And then Frank, of course, became the number two fan. And then I put on, I was like, you know what, I'm going to watch all 3 episodes of Bigfoot Took Her. And I was waiting to see where he took her. Bigfoot took her to the movies. Bigfoot took her to dinner. Bigfoot took her to the prom. Bigfoot took her hiking. I mean, so many places Bigfoot could have taken her. And I watched that, and literally it ended. And then I'm like, all right, there's no baseball tonight. What can I watch? Does Bigfoot hang out in crawl spaces? Maybe. You don't know. You don't know where he is. He could be anywhere. He literally hang out, hide anywhere. That's why you can't find him. Hi, I'm Bigfoot. Want to go to the movies? Yeah, pretty much. Shelley's like, you watch that stupid thing? I said, yeah. I said, here's what I know. I said, they basically talked to Bigfoot. Bigfoot was just there hanging out in the park, and they were like, did you take this girl? And he's like, she was 16. I don't do that. And then Bigfoot just left, went back in the woods, and disappeared. And then she's like, you're so stupid. But then, like, 10 minutes after, I was like, oh, what can I watch now? Maybe I'll watch Mystery from Above, whatever one of those shows are. And then the power went out. Completely went out. For 2 hours, I had no power. I was putting the candy in the little bags for Halloween. You know, Halloween, Nick. You know, the holiday people in Wisconsin have literally every day but Halloween. And then I lit a couple of candles, found a flashlight, and I just hung out and waited. And then somebody on the Nextdoor app said, oh, there's kids in the neighborhood now throwing eggs at houses because all the power's out, and I guess all the cameras are out. And I was like, I will beat a son of a bitch. I will beat a son of a bitch. But no, nobody threw eggs at the house. Boobies where? Bigfoot took her. Bigfoot took her to his favorite restaurant, according to Google. Which is Bigfoot's favorite restaurant, though? Sasquatch Deli. Last Saturday, doing it late. I'm looking forward to kids. I went to Ollie's this morning. I bought like 25 books. Halloween books for the young kids. So I probably got about 80 books now to give out. Shit ton of comic books. 75 little bags of candy, 3 each. I ate a lot of Whoppers yesterday, though. My wife does not like Whoppers. I love them. So, ergo, I ate a lot of Whoppers. 1 for the little kids, 2 for me. We still have a lot of candy left, too, so I'm gonna be eating all of them. All of them, I say. So we'll do as we do every year. We'll set up a table in the driveway. Kids will come, hand out some crap. It'll be good. It will be good. And then I ain't doing shit this weekend. Unpopular opinion, candy corn is good. Ooh, UPS is here. Here's my opinion on that. Candy corn is not bad. If I have a bowl of candy corn, I'm probably going to eat the candy corn. The problem with candy corn is you eat too many of them, and then you get that really weird aftertaste. If you eat like a handful of them and then you mix it in with other ones, you know what I'm saying? Candy corn is not bad at all. My wife absolutely hates candy corn. I mean, hates it. Not bad. In Soviet Russia, all corn is candy. Yeah, can only eat a handful at most. Yeah, again, it's not like the worst thing. Like if you have it like in one of those little snack bags kind, yeah, you can eat that. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I'm good. If you give me the whole giant bag of them, I'm gonna eat all of them, and then I'm not gonna feel well. I do like the pumpkin shake. The pumpkin shake ones are good too because you know why? Like the candy corn, there's layers of color, so you can just bite off. Oh, I want to bite off the green top on this. Candy corn, you got to bite each individual one by the color. Those are delicious. But yeah, I'm not like. There's no way my wife. There's no way my wife will bring in candy corn or Pepsi products. What do we got here? What do we got? What is this box? I don't think it's a box. I think it's books. I think it's books. The windows are open. We gotta be quiet. The driver's talking. If the dog was home, she'd be barking her head off. I've never eaten those weird circus peanuts. Yeah, those are gross. They're like a little bit squishy. Not good at all. Not good at all. So I'll see if this driver. Sometimes this driver will just sit there for like 15 minutes. I'm like, aren't you on a timer or something? Slowly rolling away. All right, I'm gonna go see what this package is. Probably for my wife. Look, I don't know if you can see, I'm wearing jeans today. It's so cold. I feel like Tom. It's a book. It's definitely a book. From Hachette. Alright. So this is something I didn't order. This is something they've sent me. I'm not going to open it, though, on here. Because I got to do what do you call it? But I am going to look it up and see if this lady has messaged me at any point. Hachette books. I still want to open this, though. I'm going to cheat open it, and then I'm going to do a video. Tom, you still there? Tom? See what's in my hand? The new Jordan Harper and Violent Masterpiece. Yes! Coming in April 2026. Nice! I'm gonna start reading this shit today. Ugh, glossy. Ugh. I do all of my crime thrillers glossy, and then I do the matte finish for all the horror stuff. Well, I'm excited. Months before its release. Definitely gonna do definitely got to do a video. I told the woman I would definitely do a video. A lot of people have been getting the advanced copies of that as just the ebook, but because I talked to Jordan Harper at BoucherCon, he told her that to send me the print version. So I'm very excited. Now I can't even write. I'm definitely going to be reading that starting this afternoon. Tom, you might have that by like Sunday. By Sunday, I'll be done with this shit. I'll be like, hey, you're going over there? Here, take this book to Tom. Tomorrow might be a lying on the couch reading day. Very excited. Very happy. Which Eddie is on your shirt? Eddie Munson. It's Eddie. It's Eddie and the Devil from the Run to the Hills EP. Run for Your Life. At first I thought I had this one. This one we had to go and buy me pants and a shirt for the wedding last week. And I'm in there. I'm like, listen, if I'm out and I'm here, I'm gonna buy a shirt. But then I look at it, I was like, yeah, there's nothing. And she's like, what about the Iron Maiden one? I'm like, I have that one. She's like, no, you don't. And I'm like, oh, no, I don't. I have the Number of the Beast one. But I don't have Run to the Hills one. I need this one. One of their most horse galloping songs. Yeah, pretty much. Of course, name a song that doesn't have a horse gallop in it. Yeah, that's definitely the horse galloping song of all horse galloping songs. Yeah, Eddie Vedder. That guy. You are not a real number. I am not a number. I'm a free man. I don't know why I can't spell Joan. Let's spell it Jaon, Jan, Jon. I mean, all right, couple more lines, Nick Zinn. Couple more lines. Next page, Dixon. Next page. When you see the unboxing video of this Jordan Harper book, do me a favor, act surprised. Don't be like, I already saw that. Just be like, oh my God, you're just opening that book. Oh, that's great. That's what I need from you. Did it again. And again. I want to finish this chapter, throw it back to Tom, and then get the hell out of here. Go read my brand new book. Woohoo! Very happy. It's one of those things where I'm like, hopefully nobody forgets about me. You know what I'm saying? And that song, Don't You Forget About Me. You know, time to read. Halloween is coming. This is me sitting behind the table at 7 o'clock tonight. Yeah, just take a comic book, take a book, take the can and get the go. Take it, go. Next page. That's how we're doing it. Yeah. No. Oh my. Right. Like, yeah. You guys missed a great conversation me and Frank had about Quaaludes yesterday. Now, if you live here, you have plenty of time tonight. We literally get 150 to 200 kids here. And it's not only just kids from the neighborhood, it's people driving in with like 40 kids on the back of a pickup truck kind of thing. And every year I get that one kid who screams from down the block. He's like, "It's the comic books!" And he like skips every house between like the corner and here. He just runs right here and gets his comic books. 150 kids and 2 alligators. At least minimum 2 alligators. I wish we had more alligators. I wish we had alligators in the retention pond across the street, because all those friggin' Canada geese, are like thousands of them, hang out in there. They best have seatbelts in the back of that pickup. How many geese? Thousands. 108,000 I counted. Each individual one. There's a lot of geese from where you live. They fly down here. And then they stay all winter. And then the asshole lady at the top of the block, she feeds them every day. And then we get more and more and more geese. Geeses. I always assumed there were gators in that pond. So actually, you say that there were 2 baby gators in it maybe a month ago. They had a big thing. Neil, the mayor of the block, he came over, and I went out to get the garbage can. He's like, "You hear we got gators back here?" I'm like, "I just assumed we had gators." Frank Edler just assumed we had gators, and he's like, "Yeah, we had a couple of baby. They didn't find a mama though." I said, I wonder if the mom just came in and I said, or, because I don't know if you know this, but gators make layers in the pond, but in the dirt. They dig through the mud and they make a tunnel and like a little cave, and then it comes up, so they could be like literally right under your house or under your yard, and there's an air pocket there, and then she might have gators love retractable awnings. Let's hope not. That's why we get the fence now. The gators keep hearing the gators, the claws knocking on the back fence. I'm like, nice try, gators. You ain't coming in here. But a couple of babies means there's probably a mama back there somewhere in the pond that nobody's been able to find. Nick wins comment of the day. That was a good comment. If we were on YouTube Live right now, Mr. Frank, you would have just went from number 1 fan to number 2 fan. Nick Zinn would have been number 1 fan. I think he need not say anything word for that. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, as long as he just signs in for 8 seconds and jumps back off, he's number 1 fan, and you will just be number 2 fan for the next 3 hours. Doesn't matter what you say or do. I like where this is going. excited I got this book. I've got a ways to go in this chapter, though. So. New season Oak Island coming Tuesday. That's right. It's weird because now we're in that point where, like, Expedition X ended, but they never said the last episode. And I was like, wait, there was no episode this week. So I looked it up. I'm like, wow, that was already 10 episodes. Crazy. Then maybe they'll put up last season on Hulu. I need to know if they found the treasure. They did. This season is about just lying out the treasure and showing people all the millions and millions of dollars worth of things that they found. So that, to answer your question, yeah, that treasure's just been found. I'll tell you what, Rick is going to be so upset if they do find it, because like this is literally his life. His brother still has his normal job, and the winery. Named after their mother, by the way. Remember in the Jewel of the Nile where they found out what the treasure really was and they got pissed? I never saw Jewel of the Nile. Something else I've just never seen. I never saw Jewel of the Nile. I never saw War of the Roses. I never saw other movies. He can pick winery grapes, so that's true. Hey, Rick, start stepping on some grapes. GBs. That's what the treasure was, GBs? Yeah, I would be mad too. See, they found a Jewel CD in the Nile. Ah, Pieces of You is a gift that keeps on giving. That would be a great movie. That, you know what? I might see that now. I'll be honest, I think I go to the bathroom, but I only got look how close I am. I'm gonna finish this up and then I'm gonna get out of here. And then I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So I bought mushroom coffee, but I keep forgetting to drink it. So I finally put 4 of them on the counter near the coffee maker. And I think tomorrow and Sunday, since I'm not leaving the house either day, I think I'm gonna have some mushroom coffee. Cleanse the system. Really cleanse the system. And I think we got more toilet paper, so that'd be good too. I hit another page. Hit another page. A Jewel CD case or a CD case from musical recording artist Jewel. Yeah. Both. It could have been more than likely both, right? All right, Tom, back to you. I'll text you. Next page, Nick Zan. Next page. Good, still here. My sister called. She's asking about you again. See what you did. See what you did there. I was like, your sister's asking about, like, literally asking about me again. That's nice. So I said, how you doing? Chapter done, Tom. Chapter done. Peter done. All right, I'm out of here. It's been fun. We've had a good time. Saturday, tomorrow I will not be on. Tomorrow I'm actually going to take the day off from writing and everything. Spend the day with my invisible sister. Yeah, his imaginary sister. She heard you have the new Jordan Harper book. That does make sense. I'm so excited. So tomorrow I'm going to hang out with my wife, and I'm going to be like, you know, we should get some reading time in. I'm going to read my book. Sunday I'm here all day. I think I'm going to take off all day Sunday. I might play some Minecraft again on Sunday. Who can say? All right, everybody. I gotta go to the bathroom. Thanks for hanging out. I will definitely see everybody on Monday.